Come, gather round the campfire or YouTube channel, and let me tell you a story about two girls who used essential oils to attract things into their life. Both of them were in the same competition, and both of them wanted to attract luck to win the same said competition. Both dab on their pine-smelling essential oil and go and race in their pretend competition for the sake of the story. One of them wins and the other loses. The winner credits the essential oil for bringing them luck, while the other is stuck pondering why their oil didn't work and why didn't it attract luck to them. The moral of the story is the essential oil didn't do anything, but the belief about what the essential oil did makes it seem like it did work. And this is what I would call confirmation bias. Now, if you haven't noticed from the title, in today's video, I will be talking about essential oils. This is kind of a follow-up from the video I did about crystals that I made a few weeks ago, because it's the same exact principle. So again, I find that there are people that struggle a lot with essential oils because some people can misuse them to think that they're gaining some sort of favor from the universe, or they're manipulating the energy around them to attract things to them, or they're changing moods, or whatever the case may be. The same concept can be found when people are using crystals. It's not necessarily the rock in and of itself that does anything, but the belief that the rock can do that the crystal can do that. I find the same principle to be applied to essential oils. Now, I actually have some experience in this area. When I was in the New Age, I do remember using an oil to attract money. Didn't smell very good and it didn't work. But I chalked it up to me and my vibration and my energy not correlating very well with the oil. There's many different oils out there that are used to attract many different things. Some people use them for holistic reasons, for healing reasons. There are people out there that will claim that oils, essential oils, will cure your cancer. I'm going to go on record and say I don't think I believe all of that. We see that there's an emphasis on natural healing and holistic healing in general. Now, you guys know that I yearn to be very, very balanced. I think the mind goes to a very strange place whenever we really do demonize literally almost everything, and almost live in this fear-based mindset about everything. And I think the mind can be almost more in a fear-based set constantly, and it's more paranoia than it is discernment. So I really want to be balanced with this stuff and really give you guys my honest opinion, but also give you what I believe the Bible says about these things and teaches about these things, which is way more important than what I think, but my opinion is framed around these things. So similarly with crystals, essential oils, guys, in and of themselves, don't have any power at all, just like crystals. The Bible never puts any sort of metaphysical power at all on oils, but it does talk about oils many times in the Bible. Frankincense and myrrh were brought to Jesus after his birth. Those were oils. Oil was in the temple, so was incense. So these are things that we see that were used for worship in the Bible. However, we do also see that they can be abused and misused. Even today, we do have a lot of companies that are marketing essential oils as having some sort of power, if you will, that they can change the energy of you, the energy of the people around you, your circumstances. There's all sorts of different essential oils out there that are marketed to do these things. I mean, the poor essential oil didn't ask for any of this. It kind of just got pulled in the middle of this whole mess, being asked to do things that it was never created to do. We do worship anything, though. We put overemphasis on so many things. And I think that essential oils are no different in this sense. So in essence, what we do is we idolize. We prop things up to idolatrous levels that take the place of only what God can do. He is the healer. He is the sovereign healer. So when we're placing attributes on something like an oil to give us what we need, we're in essence letting that take the place of what only God can do. Now, again, I bring up 1 Corinthians chapter 8 when it talks about food sacrificed to idols. The same principle applies here to essential oils. If you find that you using essential oils as an ex-New Ager might stumble you or stumble somebody else, it would be wise and discerning and loving to not use that. And as I said before, I believe there's a responsibility that I have to give a balanced viewpoint about these things, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because at the end of the day, these are essential oils. They are, in and of themselves, not pagan, not dangerous, or anything like that. It's our perspective of their use that can make them dangerous, because human beings are very susceptible to idolatry. So if that's something that you are finding is a struggle for you, that's a temptation, you should not use essential oils. Now, as for me, guys, personally, I'm going to be real with you guys. There are times that I have anxiety, especially when I travel, full disclosure. And something that really helps calm me down, I know this is going to sound crazy, but if I have something there to smell, something strong, like lemon or an essential oil, I like lavender, it really helps calm me down. I don't know exactly what the science is with that, but it gets my mind off of being anxious. And I'm somebody that if I like your perfume in a store, I'm going to stop you and I'm going to ask you what that scent is, because I like that. It brings me joy to smell good things. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, when somebody's pressing that pine down to make a scent of pine smell to put into an oil bottle, their intent is to make the room smell good, or maybe your bath, to help your skin in a bath. So there's really practical uses for essential oils that are outside of what we find in the New Age that's abused there. Another thing is that I find people use essential oils, especially ones like peppermint, for respiratory issues. So there's really practical reasons to use essential oils, especially if they're plant-based extracts, which is what a lot of them are. I do think that there's a lot of irresponsibility going on when we have companies that are making essential oils claiming that they can change your energy or attract things to you. I do think that that's wrong. So I think that there should be care taken when using essential oils, but there's nothing inherently unscriptural about using them. There was a great article written a few years ago about this very topic that I found very useful. I will leave that in the description of this video if you want to check it out.